Thank everybody for being here today. Today's a very special day for us. We're doing something I think kind of unique when it comes to the Sheriff's Department and our profession in general. A lot of times there's a Bible verse used to describe what we do in our profession, and that's found in Matthew chapter 5, verse 9. It says, "Blessed are the peacemakers, so they be called the children of God." And researchers through the years have always said that that doesn't mean that identifies people who doesn't fight. That identifies people who prevents conflicts and who solves conflicts. And that's really what we're all about in our profession. And over the years, I think we've kind of lost sight of that. And we started calling ourselves just strictly law enforcement officers. And when you do that, it kind of gives the wrong description of what we do. Law enforcement officers just kind of tends to be all you're doing is enforcing the law. And for a period of time in our profession, that's what we did. We didn't focus on community policing. We didn't focus on doing anything but going out and enforcing the law. And our public and our citizens, that's not what they want. Our citizens want us to go out there and solve problems, solve conflicts, and keep the peace. It's all about keeping the peace. And that's what our job is. And so we wanted to do something a little bit different to identify who we really are. And there's an organization called Police to Peace. And we have the executive director with us, and she'll speak in just a minute. And they contacted us and said that, are you willing to put some new bumper stickers on your cars to identify you as a peace officer? And I said, yes, we are. I said, I think that is probably one of the greatest things that we can do. People are visual these days. People want to see things. And when they see something bad in law enforcement, it taints all of us. But when they see something good, I think that helps us out as a profession and helps us build better relationships. And we do so much more than just enforce the law. When you really look at what we do, it's only a very small percentage of what our actual activities every day is enforcing a law. Behind me, we have a group of community leaders. They work with our CAT team deputies and our regular deputies every day to solve conflicts, keep peace in our community. On Fridays, we go to elementary school and do High Five Friday. We're not locking anybody up. We're not enforcing any law, but we're keeping the peace and we're building relationships. And that's what it's all about. So from today forward, what you'll see on all of our vehicles, you'll see peace officer on there, something visual. That when the community sees this vehicle, sees a Richland County deputy vehicle, they'll see deputy sheriff. That'll identify what agency, but the peace officer actually identifies what we do. And that's keeping the peace and building relationships. So we're proud and honored to be the first sheriff's department in the United States to place these on our vehicles. I think it's going to have a significant impact not just in our community, but throughout the United States. People watch us. People watch and see what Richland County Sheriff's Department does. And when they see that we're doing something positive, that spreads the word, not just through Richland County, but across the United States. So we're proud and honored to be chosen by the Police to Peace organization to allow us to do this. Ms. Lisa Broderick is with us, the executive director, and I'm going to ask her to come up and say a few words too.
Thank you, Sheriff Lott. Thank you, everyone. Here at Police to Peace, we're proud to be part of this groundbreaking research into the power of words. Every day in our lives, we're exposed to words in the media, in advertising, in statements made in public and private. And we wonder to ourselves, is there a way to prove that words matter? Well, right here in Richland County, we're about to do just that. And to get that done, we work with the sheriff and his top-notch staff to include the word peace officer on their entire fleet of vehicles. Vehicles with impressive names like Explorer and Interceptor. And we're doing this one area at a time in something called a random control trial. Now, performing this research are the world-class researchers at NYU and UCLA Public Policy Institute called Beta Gov. And this research is being performed at absolutely no cost to the department, the city, the state, or the federal government. What we're doing in this random control trial is that we are randomly selecting areas which will see the peace officer vehicles and other areas which will initially not see the vehicles. Then later on, we're going to compare the results to look for significant changes in perceptions, in attitudes, in even physical interactions between the sheriffs and the community. And we expect this all to take a couple of months, which is really quite amazing, because just about a month ago I was clear across the country in Los Angeles, in a town outside of Los Angeles called Redlands, California, where we performed our first feasibility study to prove the feasibility of being able to put the designation on cars, being able to take surveys of officers in the community, being able to help the officers with messaging so that they know what to say when they're asked about the change. And right now, today, every single vehicle in the fleet of the Redlands County, the Redlands, California Police Department has the peace officer designation on it. Now, in this trial, we're able to take our dream one step further. We're able to prove whether words matter. And so thank you, Sheriff Lott. Thank you for giving the word peace a chance. And we look forward to groundbreaking research, groundbreaking results, and bringing our vision of peace to departments and cities and states all across this country, one squad car at a time. Thank you.
All right, questions?
I had a question. What amount of research went into having the feasibility of putting it on everything?
Well, the research we did was just it's the right thing to do. I mean, that us, they're doing official research. When we were approached with it, it's just the right thing to do. I mean, to me, it's just another continuation of what we do with community policing and building relationships with our community. And just having those words on every one of our patrol car, I think, is sending a message that we're not just law enforcement officers. We're not just enforcing the law. We're out here with peace officers. And so that's the research we did. Is feeling it right here. The official research is being done by the academics, but right here is what it feels.
Sheriff, two questions. One, how does this help with the guardian angel versus the warrior type of mentality people have when it comes to law enforcement?
Well, you got to be both. And I think that's what this spreads a message to. I think everybody knows that, when it comes time to be a warrior, we're going to be a warrior. And again, I'm going to go back to that Bible verse. And that Bible verse doesn't say that that's not people who will fight. That's people who will fight to stop conflicts and prevent conflicts. So I think it just goes in what we do. We can be a warrior when needed to be, or we can be that peace officer and that guardian when we have to be, which is most of our time. Very seldom do we have to be that warrior. So to me, it's an easy transition for us to put this on our cars and just let people know publicly. Now everybody sees it. We're peace officers.
Well, and you guys are on a national stage with Live PD. Do you think this is that Live PD aspect is also going to add to the whole strengthening the word of peace officer?
I think so. I think as Live PD and other news stories that we're on, the publicity we get, when they see that our cars have got this, and I think it's going to get people's attention. I hope it does get people's attention, not just the citizens. I hope it gets other law enforcement agencies saying, hey, if they're doing it, it must be okay to do it. All right, thank y'all. Thank you. And we got some community members here if you want to talk to any of those individuals. Mr. Broderick's here also to do some one-on-one interviews.